In my view, the biggest challenge that the UK faces at the moment is real democracy, because we don't really have the people, the grassroots movements, social movements, around those tables where decisions are made that impact their livelihoods. We have people that are millionaires or billionaires making decisions on the life of day-to-day people.
What we want to change in democracy is to get the council committed not just to doing consultation, but to actually taking the results seriously and implementing them. There is no point in asking people what they want if you're going to ignore them, in asking us as residents what we want if you're going to ignore us. There has to be a charter, there has to be a commitment for the council that even if what comes out of the engagement between the council and residents is not what they wanted, that it has to be put into practice. Otherwise people will stop showing up as they already are. When the council does not listen to residents, what happens is we get screw-ups. I've been involved in a campaign for 6 years, which is about the Tesco site in Hackney Central. The council bought that with £60 million of public money from Tesco, and they said, we're going to do something good here. But what they're going to do is going to knock down the big Tesco, replace it with a much smaller Tesco, sort of Wells Street Tesco size, and then build 500 private flats on the rest of the site, including in tower blocks, super high, higher than anything else in the area, even the tower blocks that are on Trelawney Estate. And with zero social housing and very little so-called affordable housing, which we all know is a con. They were hiding it. They weren't telling people about it. The only reason we've managed to get that not to happen so far is because some of us got together and campaigned on it. But it shouldn't take us shouting from the outside to get stuff like that. That's one of the things which has made me really want to run for council, is I want to actually go inside and stop these stupid things happening, and to not force campaigners to have to do ridiculous amounts of work like we have and stand outside Tesco for hundreds of hours, but to get good policies, get good development that works for people right from the start.
In Hackney Independent Socialist Collective, we have a strong stance of supporting trade unions, and we are trade union members ourselves. Many of us have been on picket lines. We support the strikes that have occurred in Hackney and beyond, and we want better workers' rights, not just in Hackney but across the UK. Workers' rights to me means more than just recognising trade unions of members who work in the council. It means really listening to those trade unions, and it also means avoiding buying services in when that's not needed. So building our in-house teams so that we can stop outsourcing and skill up the people who work for the council already and expand those teams. And that will make things cheaper, and it will also mean that workers have better representation because their trade union is already working with the council.